I forgot to set up my chart. Here we go. I didn't forget, but just haven't done it yet. And there we are on the 1 hour. I don't want that one. Well, let me go back here, and now I got my chart open. Let me see if I can share it. Okay. And I believe we are live. Except I'm looking at the wrong chart. I don't trade the 1 hour chart. Let me just change that to the 15-minute chart. Okay. Now we're looking good. And Sean, good morning. Bear with me as I just went live just a minute ago. And the Asia market doesn't open for another 1 minute. And I'll get going and explain everything. I just want to share this with a few social media places right quick. See if that'll work. Okay. Share it on Facebook. There we go. Maybe get a few people to join in from there. Copy the link. And now go and share this on Telegram. Okay. Chart. Close that. Now, here we go. Oh, that's fine. Let me turn that off, actually. Okay. And Asia Pacific market had just opened 1 minute ago. And I have my support and resistance line set up here. I haven't done my trend yet because I thought you guys might want to see how I do that. Where in the world is that one? There it is. Wow, this is going way back there. Oh, maybe I need to go over to this other. No, that should work. Oh, there it is. Couldn't see where my last connection was. Put that at the previous one there. And I can go a little bit steeper here with this upward trend line. Get my ray tool and come in right there. I believe it was. And to right there. Whoa. Okay. Looking good now. So I'm a trend line trader, and these are my trend lines set up for today. And what I'm looking for is a break above the trend line, the red one, and I'll go long, or break below the trend. Basically, that's my strategy. Of course, there's a little bit more to it than that. and I'll explain that and answer any questions that you have. If the stream should end and you don't see my chart or you don't hear me talking, if you don't mind, just say so in the chat, because I might have to reconnect or refresh my screen. And if you're here joining me, we've got 3 people already. Yesterday we had about 60 people watching. We'll be here for at least an hour for the first hour of the Asian session. When I say Asian session, that means for me, it's 8 a.m. Indochina time. That's Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. And I do this time, this is my trading time, because it's when Singapore and Shanghai open. Shanghai is a gold exchange, just like London. And so you can get some good moves, not usually huge moves, but good moves and steady without too much volatility normally. And then I will look at the London session just to see if there's anything going on. And then I don't trade the US session. I don't like all that craziness in the US session. You get green, red, a lot of volatility. There's some good moves, but it's very, very volatile in the US session. As you saw last night, once it got started, it was a good bullish move in the US session. As you can see on the chart here, the 15-minute chart, you can see the all that upward movement in the US session. But I prefer the quieter times, like the Asian market. And what we're seeing now is very, very typical. Okay, this is just the first 5 minutes. And I don't do anything in the first 5 minutes. Let it settle down. And what you'll usually see, first of all, gold is bullish on the day chart, the long-term chart, and gold is bullish on the H4 chart, the 4-hour chart. So your 2 long-term charts, gold is bullish. You just turned bullish yesterday on the 4-hour chart. So the bias is bullish. So that means I'm looking for an opportunity to buy. I don't like to take counter trend trades, which the trend now is up. So I look to take a buy trade. Counter trend trades are riskier. You don't know how long the counter trend trade will go, the pullback, the retracement. So I look for an opportunity to buy in a bullish trend. If it's bearish, I look for an opportunity to sell. But now we see that the long-term chart showing gold is bullish. So I'm looking for an opportunity to buy. And what we're seeing here with the minutes, it gaps down. That's normal that it's probably going to take. As you can see, it's already went down and hit a minor support level. And now it's starting to move back up. So what I like to do, one of my rules is that I prefer to wait for the candle to close. And as I'm changing, I'm trading on the 15 to wait till 8:15. That's my time here. Now it's 8:06. I'll wait till 8:15 to take the trade. And then I'll take the trade on the next candle. So I don't do anything now. I'm just sitting on my hands, just waiting. And this is what we do as traders, is wait. Let the market tell us what it's going to do. Don't try and predict. No, don't jump in there and take a buy trade right now because you see this green candle. And then that candle's not finished and it turns and goes against you. You see it's dropping down already now. So if you saw that big green move, that big green candle, and took a buy trade, you'd already be in a loss. Just wait. Let the market tell you what it's going to do. Sean, where are you from? Where are you based? Let me know in the chat. Anybody that's watching, let me know where you're watching from. Now, as I'm a trend line trader, these are my trend lines you see here. That red trend line, that downward trend line, that's if that breaks above that and closes, then I will take a buy trade. Jamaica, oh, you're over in the U.S. time zone. So for you, it's probably roughly about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or something like that. Cool. I've never been to Jamaica, the home of Bob Marley. No woman, no cry. Good morning, Howard. Where are you watching from? If it closes above that trend line, the red downward trend line, and the candle closes above that, then I'll take a buy trade. And I'll put my stop loss below what I call this green upward line. This is my safety line. So I'll put my stop loss below that. And it looks like it would be a kind of a big stop loss right now at the moment. I prefer that it's a little bit closer over here to the gap. I don't know if you can see my mouse or my cursor moving or not. But now we've got a doji, and it's only just 9 minutes, almost 10 minutes into the trade. A little bit of indecision so far, not doing much. That's normal. So if I go long here, I put my stop loss down here, but I would prefer it's over here so my stop loss is not quite so big. And these other lines that you see on the chart, this is a resistance line. This is the first resistance level. And we have resistance at 41.70. And then we have support. This is a pivot line. This is where it normally will start during the day. And this is the pivot point. That's 41.05. So our pivot is around the 4,100 zone. And then the first support line below the pivot point, that's 4,070. And as you can see, that was support over here yesterday. And then this resistance line, 4170, was a previous support and resistance a few days ago, or actually I think it was a couple of weeks ago. We haven't been there for a while because we've had a big downward move. Does anybody know what the all-time high was? The all-time high for gold? Oh yeah, Howard, I remember you're in Australia. Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, where are you? So for you in Australia, it would be about noon, midday. Getting a little bit of a red candle there now. Not much. Not a big move to start off. We had a really big move in the U.S. session yesterday. So after that big move, we might see a retracement back to the pivot point there, 4105. We just have to wait. Yeah, it wasn't so long ago, but maybe three weeks or so. I can't remember. That was our all-time high. So we got a long way to go to reach that all-time high. But did you know a couple of years ago, the high was 2,000? 2 years ago. And for a long time, it hit that 2,000. It hit it like 4 times over the years. Hit 2,000 and fell down. Hit 2,000, fell down. And I thought, well, it's never going to break 2,000. And finally, boy, once it broke 2,000, never looked back. Just took the elevator up. And I was surprised to see the bullish move yesterday in the U.S. session because there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now as far as concerning the interest rates in the U.S. Are they going to put the interest rates down on the U.S. dollar? If they do, that's good for gold. Because if the interest rate is low on the U.S. dollar, nobody wants to hold U.S. dollars. They'd rather buy gold. But if the interest rate stays high, and they think it possibly that there might not be any lowering of the interest rate, then that's not good for gold. So I think that's why we've been seeing that bearish movement recently, because of the uncertainty in the interest rate. And even Jerome Powell last month, he said December is not guaranteed that they will continue with lowering the interest rate. No guarantee. And that's because inflation is starting to creep back up, and they need to keep the interest rate high. But there's other factors involved, like the employment rate, etc. Hey, Ray. Raj, sorry. Yeah, yesterday, you were watching yesterday. That was a good exit on that trade. Could have let it go a little bit further, but it didn't go much further, a few more pips. But then it came up during the rest of the day. That was a good exit. It would have got stopped out. I got an error message here. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion. Don't know what that means. But if you guys, okay, I think I'm back. I think I lost my connection there. Let me go and share the chart again. I think I'm back, guys. I don't know. You couldn't hear me or see me. And a few people bailed out. Refresh, reconnect. Oh, I lost the connection again. Maybe I'm back. I don't know. Really unstable connection, guys. I seem to still be here. I don't know. Actually, I can check on my phone. Oh, it logged out, but I'm back in now. So I see you there, Raj. Good. I'm going to send myself this. We're not getting anything yet. My first 15-minute candle has closed, and I'm still above my trend line, so I'm not taking a trade yet. Not trading at 41.25. And I can tell you already, I'm not likely to take a short trade if it breaks below that green line, because gold is bullish on the 4-hour chart and the day chart. Gold is bullish. The bias is bullish, and I would prefer to wait for an opportunity to buy. So it might bounce off of this 4105 line, the blue line. It might bounce off of there and then start to go up later in the session. I don't like to take counter trend trades. I just don't like that, because you don't know how far it will retrace or pull back. The bias is bullish. Just wait. It will go up. It's definitely bullish. It's very likely to continue up. The trend is my friend. Oh boy. Raj, I think connection unstable again. Stop sharing. Try and get that one on there. I'm going to go and try and share this on Telegram so I can watch it myself. Okay. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I keep getting kicked out and having to refresh. That happened several times yesterday. My connection is not so good at the place where I live. I'll try and get this sorted, guys, because I'm going to be doing this every day. I'll be here at the same time every day, Monday to Friday. And I don't want it to be a case of where, it's frustrating for you if you're watching and you're maybe trading also. And, then the connection is lost. It's not cool. So I'll try and get that sorted this week. See if there's anything I can do to improve that. I'm using 5G, but the connection where I am is not very good. I'm going to go to my close that out. Oh, shit. I'm disconnected. Connect. Seeing that there. Okay, I'm just going to refresh again here. I got a sign that it's disconnected again. Let me refresh the screen. Okay, let me share my screen again. No, it won't let me do that. I think I'm back, guys. I was trying to see if I could watch it on my iPad at the same time, but it won't let me do that on two devices, apparently. Just type 1 or 2 in the chat if you still see me. You can still hear me. Otherwise, I'll have to refresh again. Sorry about all this, guys. It's just the internet connection. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your patience. If I don't get a reply, I'm going to. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Don't chat very often. Some do, some don't. Yesterday was a really good chat session. Had a lot of people asking questions about the trade, about the trend lines, about the support and resistance. So here we are, and still hasn't broken that downward trend line. And we're on the 815 candle on the 15-minute chart. That's the 815. So I wouldn't take a trade before the candle closes. And what I'm looking for is that the gold being bullish, looking for an opportunity to buy. And that means it needs to break above the downward trend line, which is the red. So if it breaks above that, then I'll go long. So I've been here almost 30 minutes and just doing what traders do a lot is just wait. We spend so much time just waiting. At least that's what you should do, is sit on your hands and wait and let the price tell you what it's going to do. Don't just jump in there. We've had a couple of slightly green candles there, which would have, if you went long on any of these candles, you'd already be in a loss now. So we just got to wait. Learning while making lunch. Oh, that's great, Howard. I don't know. Usually, the people who follow me here that haven't been trading very long, it does take a while to learn things. I've been trading Forex for 10 years, more than 10 years, and started trading on the New York Stock Exchange more than 20 years ago. That didn't work very well because I live in Southeast Asia and the time zone is very different. And New York opens like 9:30 at night where I live and closes at 4 in the morning. So that didn't work very well. But Forex is great because you can trade it 24/5, 24/7 if you trade crypto. I don't trade crypto. But I've used over the years many different strategies. Some are just crazy and never really had much success until I've started using this trend line strategy. And this just works great. It is just so simple. You see how clean the chart is. Only have the trend lines and then the horizontal support and resistance. Trend lines are support and resistance. They're diagonal support and resistance. And the horizontal lines, that's kind of the standard support and resistance, previous price points. And then you have moving averages, which are dynamic support and resistance. And you see how simple the chart is, how clean it is. And this strategy just works. That's all I can say. It just works. When it breaks above the trend line, it's really likely to go in that direction. And what helps is that it's important how many touch points you have also. Let me zoom in on the chart here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 touch points on the upward trend line. So if that was to break that, that would be a pretty good indication that it's likely at least to go to the first pivot point, 4105. 3 touch points is good. If it breaks that, then it's likely to continue. And on the downward trend line, the red one, we have to go way far back because of that previous high. Let me reset the chart here. That goes back a long way. Okay. So we got only got 2 touch points on that downward trend line. If you had 3 touch points, then that would be what I call an A+ setup. When it breaks, it's really respecting what they say, respecting the. And why are we seeing this? It's a very, very small pullback, a little bit of a move up before the Singapore and Shanghai opened. Is it froze on you, Raj? I'm still here. I don't see any indication I've got a. Okay. I think I just keep staying here. What I'm doing, I flip back to the chart. Oh, okay. Maybe your internet this time. I wonder if there'll ever, internet is so good. We rely on it for so many things. I wonder if there'll ever come a day when the internet is just like 1000% reliable. Wherever you are, whatever you're using, you never break connection. It might happen. Things are constantly improving. But the thing is, we're constantly using it more and using more data. Okay, Sean, the place where you can find the indicators, I usually put it below my video as a link. But if you don't see it there, let me type in go to my website, rickrayfx.com, and there's a tab that says indicators. And you can download several indicators that I've put up there, and you'll see the support and resistance indicators. And when you download that, you get two indicators. One is for MT4 and one is for MT5. It's the same indicator, but this is making me crazy. This is happening every few minutes today. This is making me crazy, guys. This is happening every few minutes today. It wasn't this bad yesterday. So Howard, you have national broadband network. That's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, good morning, Khaki. Khaki 31. I think you live in Bangkok, you told me yesterday. Oh, guys, I really apologize for this. This is making me crazy now. Every few minutes, losing the connection. I think I'm back again. Oh, man, this is really making me crazy today. Kagi, you asked a good question there. Where do you put the stop loss? If you're still here, anybody still here, type 1 in the chat box. Good, thank you. Okay, Kaki, let me try to quickly answer your question. Guys, remember that you can also reach out to me on Telegram. And my Telegram ID is rickrayfx. One word, at rickrayfx. So if you want to add Telegram and chat with me there, if you have questions, that's fine too. And I'll add you to my group. I have a Telegram group with other traders. And a group, I post news, I post videos, and we chat with each other. They don't chat too much. It's not a crazy group that's popping up all the time. But feel free to add me if you want, at rickrayfx. And here's Salarn Halik. Good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. And Sean's still there, Raj still there. And I need to get back to Kaki's question. Where do you put the stop loss? So if it broke the green line, if it broke the green line, that's the upward trend line, then the stop loss would go just above the red line, the safety line. All right, not too close. Give it some breathing room. Give it a little bit of room to play. And then now, if it looks like it's going up now, it's what, 837. This is the 830 candle is turning green. So if this goes up and breaks the red line, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a long trade, a buy trade. If it breaks the red line, then my stop loss would be below the green line. So then the green line would, if I'm long, the green line is my safety line. Does that make sense? It's quite simple, actually. Let me go back to the chart. If I switch over to the chart, I hope I don't lose connection again. Let me go over here. If this breaks above the red line, then that would be my safety, my stop loss right there where that new yellow line is. And that's at 41.20. And I prefer that the risk to reward ratio is 1 to 2. But if it moves well into profit, then what I do is, like I did yesterday, I move my stop loss above break even. And then it's not 1 to 2 anymore, obviously. And I try to let the trade keep running. But if in this session, if I can get 100 pips on gold, that's a pretty good trade. And sometimes, like yesterday, what I did, I exited the trade. So I exited early. I didn't let it go to the TP, the take profit, which would have been 1 to 2. If you saw that yesterday, I exited early with 100 pip profit. And as it turned out, it only went a few pips more, and then it turned around and came back up. That was a short trade yesterday. It turned around and came back up. So that was a good move yesterday, a fortunate move. I prefer not to exit the trade early. I would rather try and let it run. Yeah, don't forget to like and share the video. I really appreciate that. And be sure you subscribe to the channel. I am trying to post this also before I go live. I try to post on social media, Facebook, Telegram, so people can join in. You're welcome, Kaki. If that didn't clear it up, just let me know. It's pretty straightforward. It's quite a simple strategy. It's a trend line strategy. If it breaks above the red line, that would be called my action line. Let it break above and close. Let the candle close. Now we're getting some good momentum moving up. If it breaks above that red line, that's the action line. So I take action, I go long, and then I put my stop loss below the green line, which would be called the safety line. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy, crazy, crazy. So I think I was only gone momentarily. I hit the refresh button really quick. I think I'm back, Raj. As soon as I saw that flickering, I hit the refresh button straight away. God, I really apologize for this, guys. I'll try to see if I can get this fixed. I don't know what I can do, but I'm going to try to get some technical support. Found a temp fix. Raj, I asked you before, where did you say you're based? I've forgotten again. I'm going to try and remember this because you're a regular follower. What I was saying, the green candle there, look at that. It's wiped out 1, 2, 3. Oh, New Zealand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's wiped out all of that movement from the last 5 candles. How about that? And going gangbusters now. Oh, you're with Kincaid. Okay. Yeah, I was chatting with her last night. We chat quite a lot. We're really, really good friends. I've been to see her in Canada twice. Yeah, across the pond from you and across the pond from me too. Oh, Howard is saying Raj is across the pond. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I see. I get it now, guys. Kiwis and Aussies across the pond from each other. So we've been waiting here now 45 minutes in case I get disconnected again. Oh. Gotta love fish and chips. What is that? Gotta love fish and chips. Okay, I just refreshed again. That's about the 10th time I've done it. I know it's frustrating for you guys. Um, Good question, Kaki. It's bullish on the day chart, bullish on the 4-hour chart, so it's bullish. So I'm looking for an opportunity to buy. And if it had started down and broke the green line, I probably would not take a short trade because the Raj, I think I'm sharing the chart. I think I refreshed and everything. So I'm type one if you still see and hear me. I don't like to take a counter trend trade. And if I was to go short, that would be a counter trend trade because the trend is bullish. Thank you very much, Kaki. Yeah. Uh, you can go either direction, but we've got strong bullish movement now, and the trend is bullish. So the trend is my friend. And if it broke that green line, I would not likely take a short trade today because I would expect if it's going to come down, it would probably bounce off of this blue line, the pivot point for the day support. It's very likely to bounce off of that and then continue up during the day of the London. Okay, guys, I just refreshed the screen and I'm here. If I lose the connection again, then I'll be finished for the day. Okay, I've been here almost an hour. And I think you've got the gist of how this trade is going to play out. We're looking for it to break that red downward trend line. If it breaks above that, closes above it, then I'll be going long. And then one more hour, and then I'll be finished for the day. So I'm just sitting here waiting, just sitting on my hands, letting the price tell me what it's going to do. And it's not telling me anything right now. So I'm not going to jump in on this. Wait and see. And you see, we're getting a red candle now. We had a nice green candle there, yeah, but I don't chase candles. Okay, I don't chase candles. So my strategy is it breaks and closes above the red line or the green line, and then I'll take a trade. But if it should look like it's going to go short, I'm not probably very unlikely to take any trade this morning in the Asian session. Trading funds you're fishing. Fantastic. So I'm still here, and I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very much for your patience. It's really been frustrating to lose the connection so many times today, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. And I'm going to keep trying to work on this and get have a better connection so we don't have this. Please like and share. If you want to join me in Telegram, it's at rickrayfx, and I'll add you to my Telegram group, and we can continue chatting there, and I'll answer any questions there also. So it's 10 minutes to 9 here in Bangkok, and not seeing very much going on here. I'm going to go ahead and close out the session in the live stream. Thank all of you for being here. I really do appreciate it. Great to see you. Good to chat with you. I wish you success with your today, and you are in the world.